is the liquid of life. We all need it to survive. Water, choose water first. Water, we all know it is precious. Should be enjoyed by all of us. Talking about water, choose water first. Water.
We're back to the virtual way of doing things this week on Water Wednesdays. I have the Director of Engineering at the Barbados Water Authority, Charles Leslie, here with me to talk about what we've been seeing over the last few days as we've been experiencing this ash fall from the La Soufrière volcano in St. Vincent and the Grenadines. Barbadians have started the cleanup process, but in doing that, they're using a lot of potable water from our groundwater reserves, and it's putting a real strain on that supply. So we're going to explain to you some of the methods that you can employ outside of using so much water to clean around your premises, and we're going to talk about the situation generally. Charles, so good to have you back. Talk about what you're seeing over the last 24 to 48 hours as Barbadians start to use a lot of that water to clean the ash from around their homes and premises.
Good afternoon, Shane. Good afternoon, Barbados. Thanks for being here on the show again. Welcome me back to the show again. In the last 24 hours or so, the Barbados Water Authority has seen an increase in the water demand. Actually, a lot of our stations, pumping stations, are being strained. They're at the maximum, but they're still not able to supply the heavy demand that's coming from those districts. I understand that the customers want to clean their premises, but we ask them to be mindful that we're going through a drought period. So outside is still dry, and the aquifers are not going to be replenishing as they would in the rainy season. So we're asking them to be mindful and look for alternative ways to do the cleaning. Actually, the seismic unit of the University of West Indies indicated that it is best to just sprinkle the ash and then remove it with a broom and a shovel rather than wet it, because once you wet it, then it becomes mucky and heavy to remove. So we're encouraging the customers to adopt methods like that to do the cleaning. If they must use water, we are asking them to use non-potable water. Non-potable would be like water that you would have collected from your rainwater storage tanks, or when you're doing your washing, when the machine comes to the rinse cycle, you can capture that water and then use it to wash down your steps and pavements and so forth. Some persons were saying that they might have seen the roads and around certain government buildings being washed, but they're not using potable water. We're constantly having meetings with them, and they're using non-potable water, so they're using reuse or treated sewage water in some instances, which is treated to a very high level. And they're also using water from irrigation wells and water that they would have collected from roof catchments as well. So they're not using the potable water that we would put into our networks to go to customers for drinking purposes. At peak times, because of the high demand, we are experiencing, or some of our customers are experiencing, low pressure. And in some instances, customers who don't normally experience low pressure and outages, they're experiencing because of the high demand. But then in the evening time, once the demand goes down, we see everything coming back to normal. So we're asking the customers to be very mindful and to use the water wisely, the potable water wisely, because there are some other customers in the system who, if you don't use it wisely, they would have challenges and they may not be able to get the quantities of water that they want.
As you said, if you catch rainwater, you can use that to wash down your premises, but please desist from using that potable water, at least for now. Use that broom. Use some of the muscle that the Prime Minister has been speaking about to clean in and around your premises. Charles, thank you so much for sharing with us. And of course, viewers, thank you for watching yet another edition of Water Wednesdays. To view this or a previous episode again, please visit our website, www.barbadoswaterauthority.com. You can go to our Facebook or Instagram pages for additional information and updates, or just type Water Wednesdays in YouTube. You can find us there.
It is the